Greetings, people. I come in peace. Oh, Jermall. What's going on with the PBC boxers? Boxing has always had fighters with problems, particularly with alcohol, drugs, but there's other issues. They are people who live in the same world as everybody else. They have to pay bills, they have people they care about, they have distractions, insecurities, trauma, egos, you name it. So it's no surprise we often see them falling short of the pedestal we put them on. If you listen to the stories of the old trainers and managers of the fighters from the past, there was never a complex labyrinth to work through to keep them on the straight and narrow. It was always about saving the boxers from themselves. Sounds simple enough. But it seems like one of the hardest jobs to do when you have a talented fighter, especially nowadays. The amount of money they earn is incredible. And with that, the old concerns and struggles are magnified. The PBC, in particular, have major problems with their fighters. Out of all the other promotional companies, their stable seems to imply a deeper issue. I get the impression that the PBC boxers are paid and then left to their own devices with little or no personal attention and advice outside boxing. Unlike Premiership footballers who get financial, business and personal advice. I think boxers need the same. Some do get good guidance, but many get terrible, self-serving and poor instructions. It's a free-for-all. They take their percentage and run.
Right, hello, just another normal day at the office, isn't it?
And I'll see you next fight day. It's no mystery that boxers who have strong family members around them fare better, do better, and are less likely to get into trouble constantly. Look at the Haneys, Boots Ennis and his father, Shane Mosley and his son, Tim Tszyu, Sean Porter, Lomachenko, Robert Garcia and Mikey, Naoya Inoue. You get the picture and can see the pattern. They all have close relations with their fathers who work alongside them in one capacity or another. Compare them with Errol Spence, who nearly killed himself, and others in a car crash because he was under the influence and is regularly filmed out of his face. How about Gervonta Davis, roughing up women, involved in all kinds of bedlam, from domestic violence to hit and run? Adrian Broner.
Oh, I'll leave that one there.
The Charlos, particularly Jermall, who is the latest to get arrested again. The WBC middleweight boxing champion, Jermall Charlo, was arrested and charged with 3 misdemeanors of driving while intoxicated, eluding and fleeing from police, and leaving the scene of a crash. That's what the headline said. Now he's finally stripped of his belt.
Oh, God damn, man. Welcome to the real world. Not a minute too soon, I might add.
He's had them long enough. It boggles the mind that he could keep them for so long and be so inactive. These young men are a mess right now, and I lay the bulk of the blame with the PBC. They are and have been in dereliction of duty. Not only do the PBC mess around with their boxers' pay, they keep them inactive, so they can't maximize their earnings.
PBC fighters are incredibly inactive. Do you think that they are okay with this because they get paid well by Al Heyman and they don't want to piss him off? Or because I have a hard time thinking that fighters who make money when they fight, they don't make it to sit on the sidelines, are okay with this?
I think he's created a whole bunch of a generation of lazy fighters, and fighters are content with the money they have already because they never had anything to start with.
Right.
So he puts it in their mind, oh, you're doing good. Look, you got $1 million in the bank. You got $2 million in the bank. When it's really, for a professional fighter of elite level, that's nothing. But that's how it works.
Again,
a responsible group of people would make sure the fighters are kept busy, even if they had to deal with other promoters. Stagnation in an athlete is trouble waiting to happen. The devil finds work for idle hands, they say. And that proves to be true with the PBC. These young men seem to have a fixation of being a bad boy.
That's right, we bad. That's right. Hi-ya!
The ghetto fabulous thing is played out. They say you can take the boy out of the ghetto, but can you take the ghetto out of the boy? I think the problem is a lot of these young men want to keep the ghetto in them. They think it's something to be proud of. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's something to be ashamed of either. But if you have the resources to better yourself, and that just doesn't mean moving to a better neighborhood and buying a new car, and that's all nice, but that's superficial. When I say better yourself, I mean in character, spirit, education. Explore who you really are and thrive, grow. Use your advantages wisely. Sponsor someone else. Take part in projects that are important to you. Not hollow, frivolous money-making schemes like the latest fad promoting your own energy drink, which is solely to make more money, but unfulfilling. The trick is to make money doing something you enjoy, and that is personal to you. There's a saying, there is nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former self. You need to be professional and make as much as you can while you can, and not be another stereotypical boxer, broke and alone. Charlo is still young, but he's like the old stereotype already. I hope he can get out of the hole, and I hope he can get good help soon so he can carry on his career and build something. He's still a very fortunate young man with good ability.
When a guy's taking a fee as an advisor, he's trying to insert himself more and more and show him why you're supposed to be paying him. And how you do that is you say, oh no, don't pay him as much, and cut corners here, and have him cut corners, and to show his wear and existence in the deal. And that's how they always do it. He calls himself an advisor, but he advises them fighters out of multi-million-dollar fights on a regular basis. It's just another example of what he does.
Anyway, thanks for listening. Please subscribe. And remember, choose life.
Paid the cost to be the boss.